Good day. Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your financial market wrap-up, and this is for Wednesday, January 13th, 2021, just after 5 p.m. The day was spent today 8 hours impeaching President Trump for the second time in a 4-year period of his term. It was successful in the House of Representatives as expected, but 10 Republicans did cross over. Mitch McConnell has said that the Congress would be better off spending its time concentrating on the transfer of power to the inauguration a week from today, which is his parlance for saying he is not calling it up for a trial at this point in time. And that means it'll go on to who? Chuck Schumer to do it, if the president lets that all happen. I am not a constitutional scholar. And what I've heard is that if the president were to resign, he could do the resignation on the 19th, as an example. Mr. Pence would take over. The president at that point would not have been tried in the Senate, and there could not be an impeachment. If he goes for his full term of the presidency and finishes that out, then they can come back and impeach. Let me know if that is correct on YouTube as you all listen, but that's an interesting thing. The one thing you can count on are pardons galore. He'll probably even pardon himself. Heck, I would if I were in his shoes. What can you do? Throw out the pardon? But if you don't do it, what have you accomplished? I don't know if it's legal or not, but I've learned enough in court that your best bet is to do something that can be thrown out. To not have done it when it could save you, you got to be careful. And I'm not talking things illegal. The question is here, is it legal under the Constitution? Different type form of illegal. Bonds and notes been getting a bounce. Market got apparently too rich there. As we look at the weekly area chart of closes, on a breaking basis at going now into Thursday, off the all-time high close, you're down 0.27. Not very much, right? When we look at the chart action on the charts through here, we have higher lows, and I left this to so you could see. We have the higher high. That's bullish. The market is over the 18-day average, so the bias is up. The number you don't want to take out if you're going to keep this bullish posture in place right now is 37.68. That would break the pattern of higher lows, higher highs. The resistance in the market is up at 38.35. And you have a fully embedded reading, which tells me on the pullbacks on the market, this dominates, not the swing line at 37.68. This is the dominating factor. You could take it out, get the normal lower high, lower low, but if this stays bullish, the odds are you pop back. If the red line closes under 80, then I look for more of a correction to hit in the market. In the NASDAQ, we have a pattern of higher lows, higher highs, resistance 13,074. Unlike the S&P, you have a market here that is drifting sideways in overbought territory. In the Dow, you have an embedded reading. The market still has a pattern now of higher lows, higher highs. That's bullish. Until this is lost, I look for the breaks in the market to be very well supported with targets of the upper Bollinger Band until that number is lost. In the Russell, same thing. Now you're converting this market. If we take a look, we can't count today. So let's go to the close Wednesday. Both numbers over 80, both over 80 on Tuesday and Monday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, got the embedded reading. So now pullbacks in this market, I think well supported until you lose that embedded reading. Target maintains itself at the upper band, which this market's been riding higher. In the VIX cash, I said it yesterday, I'll say it again today. No trend, stuck in the sideways action, and the fact that the market doesn't rally very much tells me that people aren't reaching for insurance. That keeps a bullish bid in my mind, at least, in the stock indices. We had, if you'll recall here, this just gives you an idea, 4 days in a row down in the bonds. I thought that we'd get an attempt to move to the right-hand side. You did yesterday. This is today's action, and a little follow-through tonight. So, again, you learn to Pay attention to those things. When I come to the 10-year note, I know what you're going to tell me. Ira, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days under. I know. That means you had 0% chance, according to my rule of thumb, of staying under that band today. Well, gee, I feel pretty good with that bit of a rally. That's what I expected out of the market. And no, it's not a buy for that bounce. That is not, and I know people like to do that. No, I wouldn't be doing that. Dollar index, neutral. Lower low, higher high, stuck in bands that are going somewhat sideways right now. Eurocurrency, higher high, lower low. The flip-flop. Overall, sideways action, oversold. British pound, lower low, higher high. It was almost a given this market was going to make a run like it did today. Once the market got over this high, it caught a group of people right here. The next resistance point's the upper Bollinger Band, and then we'll see if the market does anything. You're overbought as can be, not in a trend in that market. Bitcoin, interesting that it doesn't want to break down to the 18-day average of closes. And today is super important. You have an outside day up. I say that wherever this number comes in, if today's low is taken out on Thursday or Friday, that will be hit wherever it's at. The odds are very strong. But the fact that you're not hitting it is a sign of how strong this market is, not how weak. It's one thing for me to be looking to get back to the 18-day average. That doesn't mean I'm bearish. The bias stays up. All I'm looking for it to do is get back there. That does not get me into the bear camp here. The bull camp is absolutely still alive. The market's been correcting. It is still overbought, unfortunately. In crude, well, we just talked starting Friday or Monday about 372 being a bit high, and the market has come down. You're 60 cents off that, and now suddenly the market is trading in the differential under the 18-day average of closes, which means WTI is a bit stronger than the other. When we look here, you can see day after day, we're just hitting that upper band with what? An embedded reading. So until that reading falls apart on you, what do I have to say? Bullish. It's that simple. I don't see a change here. I'm sorry about that. Let me get to the next chart, which should be right, if I'm correct. There we go. That's your March Brent. This is your March WTI. Same thing, hitting it right through there, embedded readings. Haven't ended this bullishness. It will end when you lose the embedded reading here and here, which requires closes under 80. Then I think you'll get correction all the way back towards that 18-day average. Heating oil staying strong as can be. The Gorilla Glue trade, every day you keep hitting that upper Bollinger Band. You never fight that. Market's not even breaking to let anyone short this market out on any type of a break. And in nat gas, overbought in an uptrend. Yesterday, 2 days ago actually, it hit the upper Bollinger Band because we're ready now with today's opening 2 days later. So it's going to be an interesting day. Now the market starts paying attention more or less to the daily fundamentals. The impeachment is out of the way, and that's what I love. Get yourself going. To me, this is like the kickoff of a season that was postponed a little bit because of all this impeachment talk. Now that that's gone, I'd like you to try for free if you haven't tried it, or if you have tried in the past my research and you're not a subscriber to it, I'd like to give it to you for a week, 10 days. I want you to see it. How do you get it? It's simple. On our website, you just go to free offers. You'll get the written updates. You're going to get my morning video as well. I stopped doing audio commentary because I do more in the video than I can do in that commentary. That commentary was great 10 years ago, but today videos have taken over everything, and I think you'll find that's the way to go with it. So to give yourself a try, simply go to our website, hit the word on the far right, free offer, sign up there, or call my staff if you're one of our accounts, and we can turn this on for you for a free trial for a few days as well. I'm Ira. You have a good day. Talk to you tomorrow.